Louisiana Beer Reviews Chocolate Lava Cake Stout. Stout with natural flavors. Introduced in 2021, this is produced in Wisconsin by State of Brewing for Aldi stores. It showed up in my local Aldi store. I'd never heard of it before. We did last year get the Blue Label Basic Chocolate Stout. Now this says Best Buy August 18, 2024. And so I'm assuming it was canned on August 18, 2023. Alright, so it just, like I said, just showed up. Stout with natural flavors, 8% alcohol, no bitterness units listed. Gets a 70. Let's see, there's no score on Beer Advocate, there's not enough checking. 77 on tap, so it gets a pretty high score there, considering it's a contract, private label beer. Now I don't know if they give tours at State of Brewing in Waunakee, Wisconsin, but they might. Alright, so it would be a thicker head and a narrower brim glass, but it's medium to thin beige head, and it is a very dark brown, basically black appearance. They do a lot of crazy quilt type beers over there at that company for Untitled Art. They do also ones for Trader Joe's, like the what's that one? The cookie butter ale. I tried that at my friend David's house. I didn't go back to Trader Joe's and check to see, but so that's 3 big accounts they have: Trader Joe's, Aldi, and State of Brewing. I don't know who else they're brewing for. Trader Joe's, Aldi, and Untitled Art, I meant to say. Yes, I think I've had a chocolate lava cake before, not the whole thing, but a piece of it, and this smells like that. Like just an overwhelming amount of chocolate, basically too much chocolate, overflowing down the side of a chocolate volcano. Okay. And we know the flavors are natural, not artificial. Alright, let's go with the taste. Cheers. And no coloring added, so. Oh, the price, it was for the 6-pack, I think it was $8.99. That's a cheap price this day and age for a 6-pack of craft beer. Okay, it's a very dry stout. So maybe a chocolate lava cake is dry like that, not like super sweet, because the sweetness on this is like 2 out of 5 sugar cubes. The bitterness is there from like bitter chocolate, probably 2.5 out of 5 chocolate, bitter chocolate nibs. Any hop bitterness? I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it contains hops, but it's going to be minor, probably. Medium body, high medium body, and a very dry finish. So if you're thinking, oh yeah, that's going to be a sugar bomb, it's not. Now, I don't know how you feel about dark chocolate, and I don't know how you feel about dry stouts. So you might not like it. I think they did a really nice job with it. Now, if I remember correctly, their standard Blue Label chocolate stout is pretty dry. Now, I'm not saying this is a world-class type thing. I mean, none of them are. They use different names, the company, but just look for that, Wanakee, Wisconsin. And then you're going to know who it's from. Okay, you see Wanakee, Wisconsin? You got it. Okay, so you might see some of these. Now, you might see one of these at Trader Joe's, and it might be 8%, but it might have a different name. It might be like, you know, like Great Lakes Jack. Chocolate Lava Cake Stout, or Trader Joe's Chocolate Lava Cake Stout from Wanakee, Wisconsin. But then you'll know who it is, and they'll use a different name. What do they call it? It's like a seahorse with a bell on its head. I can't keep up with all the alias names. Sazerac does that with their liquor brands. You know, some bottles will say the Sazerac Company. They'll say Kentucky Sazerac Company. Then the next bottle will say the Founders Company. Then they'll say County Line Distillers and Buffalo Trace, or what's another one they use? And they do that with Heaven Hill. They'll have Heaven Hill whiskey, and then the next one will say, but yeah, Sazerac will have like Worldwide Importers, Worldwide Distillers, or IWA Distilling. And then, like I say, Heaven Hill will have Heaven Hill, but then the next bottle will say Quality Brands Distilling Company. But it's all the same zip code because it's the same distillery. And it's the same thing here. All right, well, enough of that. They do that with Anheuser-Busch too. It'd be like Margaritaville Brewing, St. Louis, Missouri. Oh, really? I didn't know Margaritaville had a brewery in St. Louis, Missouri. Interesting. You know what? It's not high medium. The body is just medium. Just medium. So it's good. But starting to bring in some dark raisin flavor. Kind of raisin. That's kind of weird. I mean, that's all I can say. It's a good beer. Let's say 83 out of 100. It's good, but that's it. $8.99 for a good beer. 6-pack. I guess that's okay. $17.98 for a 12-pack. Well, depends where you want to be, you know, because I could, if you say, I want that 8%, man, that's my scene. I dig that. Okay, well then, you could get a lot, if you like a lager, you could get a Hurricane High Gravity, a 12-pack for like $11.99, and it's gonna score in the low 90s. So this is only scoring 83, and you're gonna get 8.1%. Or you could buy Miller Genuine Draft, 12 packs for like $14 or less, 14 or less, and that's a better beer than this. So you said, but those are lagers, those are lagers. Okay, if you live in a place where they have Lord Chesterfield ale, you could probably get a 12-pack of that for definitely less than $17.98, and that's a much better product than this. I'm just throwing those numbers out there in the products, okay? I'm just saying that, okay? So, but if you are cool with $17.98 for a 12-pack of cans only, I don't think they have bottles of this. I'll probably go to Aldi next week and have bottles of it, but that's good, then you'll enjoy it. Okay, so I think I beat that to death. So Laissez Les Bon Temps Relais, a good beer, and I'm going to end this review by saying y'all go to Wanakee, Wisconsin, and take a brewery tour.